Should be a fun one tonight at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln as the Nebraska Cornhuskers are back home to take on the 2-0 in Big Ten play Indiana Hoosiers.
Well without the ball. Let's see if he's able to free himself up early and kind of get going from behind the arc.
Xavier Johnson back on the floor for the first time since late November. Hoosier fans excited about that. Nice catch inside for Khalil Ware to finish.
You hit it right on the head. That was a very difficult catch. Nice job of going high-low and going right at Mast. Now on this end of the floor, let's see if they test that foot of Johnson. Make him move laterally.
That's one of the things that he's tried. We're not going to see him probably a ton tonight. Talking with Mike Woodson earlier today at the
shooter considered good physical condition. There's a big difference between that and basketball condition with the stops and starts.
Inside, Ware got it to die on the back iron. Good start for Khalil Ware coming up after the early season, not playing for the first 3 games. Frank Mast, 9 on the shot clock. Mast going to work inside against Khalil Ware.
Really well done of getting the proper angle to use the window, and then he got just enough of his shoulder into Ware to not allow him to utilize that length.
Here's Johnson, he'll walk it up. Left leg was what was bothering him. Here's Mackenzie Mbako with the 3. Xavier Johnson to work in a mismatch against Mast, dumps it down low, and there's Ware again. At Indiana, just about 3 minutes gone in Lincoln. Here's Williams, baseline jumper is good. What a pickup he's been, both with sloppy ball handling, and the Huskers will set it up.
Now with Cups on Tominaga, I'm going to try to utilize that mismatch right here, experience-wise.
And Tominaga with his first 3. You called it, Sean. The Huskers spotted that one early.
Really well done by Nebraska. You have to understand who's out there, who's guarding you, because Galloway was all over him. That's not a knock on Cup. He's just not the defender that Galloway is at this point in time.
Pass tipped and taken away by the Huskers. Williams on the run, trying to get inside. The ball tipped away, and a foul is going to be called. It'll go against him for a few minutes here and there before halftime, or if he's on the link tonight, even though it's chilly outside. Sean and I both.
I love. Maybe go at Gary here, see if they can get him going on this left block.
Caleb Banks on the floor, the 6'8" sophomore. Here's Renew, working against Alec. 4 on the shot clock, trying to get rid of it underneath, and a nice find to the cutter Galloway. Really with that foul a moment ago. That is his second personal, so a big second foul whistled there on Nebraska's leading scorer. Here's Galloway. Into the paint, threw a lot of contact, and Trey Galloway just muscled it up.
Galloway has done a superlative job on Tominaga when he's drawn that assignment.
Tough pass by Galloway, though, trying to hit the big man on the run. Here's Gary driving baseline with the scoop and finish.
Boy, he has been a rebel.
There's Jamarcus Lawrence in a tie game.
And I like what Coach Hoiberg did getting Tominaga out. He was getting a little frustrated. And Hoiberg out there, officials weren't buying it. Walker's played very well, averaging 13 over his last 3.
That's been a nice find for Indiana to get him going as Wilcher around the screen hits the 3. He's coming off a season-high 18 in Nebraska's last game.
And he was 9 points for the Cornhuskers, and that's essentially the difference in the margin of score right now.
Xavier Johnson back on the floor now for Indiana. Out there with Gabe Cups. There's Renew on the drive to the rim.
He has just got so much better, so much more.
Renew who tipped it away, and Indiana gets a Nebraska turnover. Huskers back quickly on defense. Johnson dumps it to Walker. Beautiful 2-man game.
Oh, somewhere in the afterlife, Dr. Naismith is smiling. The give, the go. You know, you hold the screen, the roll, and then that bounce pass was exquisite. It led him right to the basket.
He sat up on his couch and pointed at his heavenly TV. He said, that's basketball. Mast inside. The contact from Renew will draw on 8 field goals now for Indiana. 3 of those assists
on campus and being a 6th-year guy.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean,
Cups has really done a nice job of keeping a steady hand on the wheel. Asked to play a lot more minutes than I'm guessing anyone expected at the beginning of the year. Walker will feed inside. Good catch by Ware and finish.
Man, that is big time. Because Mass tried to beat him to a spot and muscle him, and not only did Ware catch it, but he kept it high. That was a very difficult play.
Mass 3 online, but rebounded by Gary. That's what he does inside for the Huskies here in Lincoln. Thought it was.
I thought he got rid of it, though. It looked awkward.
That one was tipped and taken away. Huskers looking to add points off turnovers again. The 3 in transition is short from Lawrence. Long rebound to Wilcher. And Wilcher, he'll try. Not afraid to hit from 3.
He didn't take the first one. He gave it up to Hoiberg. Hoiberg held on to it for just long enough.
Johnson, pocket picked. Lawrence, the pilfer to the other end. Wilcher trying to clean it up, but a foul. Wilcher providing a... And you talk about a guy calling card this year. They've scored well, but they have really defended at a terrific clip. Tough drive inside for Renew. Ball ends up in Ware's hands, and he does what he's done all night, and that's finished. He's got 10.
I am so impressed with the fact he just keeps the ball high and utilizes that 7-foot span. A lot of times you'll see a guy go from 7 feet to 6 feet by bringing the ball below his shoulders. Ware has not shown that.
Hoiberg looking for Wilcher. He's feeling it. The 3 rolls around and home. C.J. Wilcher is on fire.
Now what's going to happen? A shot fake and a dribble drive. Because if he's feeling it right now, if he understands a shot fake and a dribble drive and now a 4-point opportunity off the bench. Coming off a performance last time out where he was 4 of 5 from behind the arc.
Second chance opportunity. Only 2 second chance points tonight for Indiana. 7 to shoot. Cups, deep 2, got it.
That's a tough shot. A right-handed shooter having to stop under control. His body was actually carrying him to the left. Nicely done by the freshman with the shot clock under 10.
And then reach in by Cups, trying to poke it away from Lawrence, his first. That's the 7th team foul. Came in just a 26% free throw shooter. Right this year for the Hoosiers. 2 for 2 for Lawrence.
That shot when you're tired, especially early in the shot clock, get down there in the block.
6 of 17 now on the year. Eli Rice on the floor for the first time for the Huskers. Tominaga, the split, and the floater drops.
Very difficult by Tominaga. He was able to get to that strong hand, but he didn't take one extra dribble, which would have led to a potential charge from the weak side help rotating over.
There's Walker, spins, and contact from Hoiberg. His second, team's 7th.
For the next media timeout.
And this is where the foul. Walker's second is good. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not wearing this shirt. Where the handoff to Galloway. Leaner for Galloway, a little strong, and that'll be a foul on Anthony Walker. Trying to come through the Huskers. His and hold the seal. Free throw won't go on the... Johnson pull up to the foul line, rattles off. Mast has it slip out of his hands, but the Huskers will push it. Tominaga in the open floor, dribbling through all kinds of traffic, and a foul. Mbako was in the area, but the foul's going to go on. Front end is...
And he had one play. I don't know what I had for lunch, but I remember that.
30 feet at least, and he was halfway up the floor when that thing went down the net. There's Mbako to work, the drop off to Ware, and Tominaga nearly got a hand on it, and yet Ware gathers and scores.
I mean, he just plays at his own pace and does not panic.
12th time in double figures this year for Ware, coming back off the illness. What a talent he has been this year and is. Tominaga, leaner at the elbow is good. Another big play for Alex. And Alex says, I'll bring it up.
Well, you might want to come help him out.
Casey was asking for it, and Alex said, no, I got it. And now Mast with a hook inside.
Really good job by Mast of going down there and getting his body into the defender, waiting for the traffic to clear, and then going to that offhand.
Walker 7 to shoot. He'll draw the foul, and he'll go to the line. And Walker.
Benham was going with Nebraska. He does 1-and-1 or 2.
Mast working against Ware. Mast, a little bobble. Leal there to try to take it away. 9 to shoot. Tominaga and a foul. Tominaga just curling around that Wiltshire screen, got bums to Gary 2. And one for ball knocked away. Lawrence on the deck to tip it to the Huskers, and Tominaga, who started that sequence, will bring it up the floor. Lawrence inside. Alec gathers, and a foul on Cups, and that'll be number 2 on the freshman guard.
And I tell you, it was a small thing, but
and still cannot connect. He's 0 for what he's been able to do on both ends of the floors, but the lead early. They've not scored in the paint in the last almost 8 minutes.
And Nebraska is really gapping shooters.
10 to shoot. The skip to Cups. Entry to Ware. Walker in the paint, and a foul is called.
Nice job. 2-man game between.
Opportunity. 9th team foul on the Huskers, and Walker will get the bonus. It's a really high-value transfer that Indiana was able to scoop up this year.
And he had some experience in the most important thing in this game, winning.
Yep. Huskers can hold for the final shot here of this first half. Nebraska will take a lead into the locker room. Just how big that lead will be, we'll find out in the next 10 seconds.
And if you're aware, you don't want to get a cheap one here guarding Mast with the shot clock and half clock coming out under 5.
3 seconds. Wiltshire. Step back 3, a little strong. Good defense by Indiana to close the half, but
Not by Williams and coming over with that double team.
Williams limited with foul trouble in that first half for the Huskers. Got 2 early and was on the bench the rest of the way. Here he's going to work from 3. Right back into rhythm for Bryce Williams.
Forcing Nebraska to rotate defensively.
Oh, and Gary all over that play. Renew trying to keep the ball, and it slips away. Here's Tominaga, baseline jumper for 2.
You could see that coming because Johnson has drawn the assignment coming out of the locker room on outside of the painted area, trying to set those screens and becoming ball handlers and playmakers for others rather than play finishers.
And the 3 by Renew is good. Malik Renew, 9 for 19 from 3 now on the year.
And Indiana really ratcheting up the pressure, trying to deny everything. That may free up some backdoor cuts.
Here's Mast. He's a good high post passer, and he finds Lawrence underneath. There's that backdoor cut.
It's a score, and Indiana really had their defensive intensity used against them in that possession.
And Baco will try the 3. It rattles around. Good box out of the bigger man by Bryce Williams. Now Lawrence, transition 3. That'll fall. His first from deep tonight. 15-point Husker lead, and Baco. Renew working against Williams. Couple of bumps, the spin, can't finish. The try by Ware, and a foul. 73.
He's shown the ability to hit that runner as well as being a very willing passer.
And the ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end of the floor where Baco will inbound. And the lob and the jam for Khalil Ware. Excellent possession now for Indiana to carve into that deficit.
Yeah, nice job on that dead ball situation to put it up toward the rim.
Can they answer on this end with defense now against the Huskers? Mast to Tominaga around the Mast screen, right back to the big man for 2.
So pretty. Come under control. He's shown the ability to hit that mid-range, and that's a difficult shot by Mast. A lot of times you'll see a guy put that long. He put just enough on it. Well done between those 2.
Mast with 8, and another lob to Ware, who seemingly can catch anything. Taking him out to this point. Nice response, though, of late by Indiana. This feels like a pivotal 4-minute stretch. And Khalil Ware will try to get it started again. And Baco back over to Galloway. Ware, the skip open in the corner is Cups, and the 3 falls for the freshman. It's the big man. He'll back it out. Shot clock at 8. Hoiberg spins back out to Williams off the shot fake. Step back two, won't go. There's Alec. Offensive rebound, and he's fouled. Oh my, and that'll be going to be flagrant. Is a player, but it didn't elevate to that, Sean?
It did not, you know, and talk delicious there. So that's why it's an F1 rather than F2. And he's had to play a lot more minutes, and they've had to rely on him as their primary option a little bit more than they have previously.
I remember his first game back since the COVID illness as the three in the corner falls for Renew. That's his second three of the night.
And a really well-designed set. They get the little baseline screen being set by Ware. That allowed Renew, the fellow big, to kind of flare out to the corner. Well done.
Wilcher in trouble, gets it out to Mast. Mast working against Galloway. Indiana's defense has gotten better. Williams, the three, up and down. Big Williams. Wilcher trailing just now, getting into the offensive half court. He'll go to work inside. The dish to Hoiberg, the three, no good, but a foul. Caleb Banks closing quickly, and he closed a little too close. Quarterback just added to Nebraska's side to step on the football field other than as a recruit. And Hoiberg good on all three free throws. Rebound for Renew.
And Indiana dodged one there because Renew released early and didn't finish the play.
Here's Renew. He's hit a couple from range tonight. He'll work against Alec. And a lob inside for the flush to floor. They've been able to maintain that double-digit lead, but this is an opportunity for Indiana here.
And for Indiana, you have to understand that Gary is giving up a lot of size to Ware.
Inside, muscling it in, and just as you called it, Sean, for him to start this game.
And you're seeing that's fatigue. They're going to try to steal here probably a couple minutes till you get to the next media timeout at the 8-minute mark.
Huskers now no field goals in almost 3 minutes. Where do they go?
Good active hands because they had Mast on the dive. Good active hands by Renew.
Tominaga from way back with his second three of the night. Here's C.J. Gunn, baseline drive. Walker, offensive board, and a foul. This could be, yes, this could be a critical thing, but this is the problem. And Walker rolls. 8:35 to play.
With Ware out of the ball, you got to get it to Renew. Nicely done.
Here he is against Mast.
I mean, and Alec just stood up Walker on the dribble drive.
That's a foul on Mast, and they'll force Renew to the front end of the 1-and-1 for Renew is good. And 2 for 2 this year. Huskers have missed 6 of their last 7 shots from the floor, but still a double-digit lead. Tominaga around the Mast screen. He'll try the three, and he'll hit. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Team now for Casey in the pocket pick by Mast. And what a play by Alec. Holy cow. Full dive to keep that play going. Tominaga fouled, and he'll go to the line. And when Casey Tominaga is feeling it, that's what you see from the Huskers. As you mentioned, may have caught an inadvertent knee in range. And 3 for 3 still for Nebraska, trying to wrap it around to Williams. Good defense by Johnson. 10 to shoot. Williams will go after Xavier Johnson. Now to Lawrence. Back to Williams for 3. Backed it home. The window is open on a chilly night.
Offensive flow, and nice job by Nebraska taking away that lob, which hurt them on a couple of indoor or inbound possessions.
Here's Renew. Baseline drive. Good work by Ware to plow that road, as will Indiana the rest of the way.
Well, that because he clearly touched the rim.
When you saw him pull his hands back immediately, rarely when 6.5 to play in Lincoln. Nebraska's outscored Indiana by 10 in the second half after leading by 8 at halftime. Lawrence through all kinds of traffic, drops it off to Tominaga for 2.
And they put the freshman in a blender defensively, meaning cups. They set a double screen to start that sequence. Cubs had to try to fight through it, and Tominaga, showing his basketball savvy, just kept moving.
Drake Galloway, a wide open three. Somebody lost Galloway out there, and he picks up 3 points as a result.
Well, coming into this ball game, he made 7 of his last 14 from deep.
And Lawrence, what a scramble. Tominaga for 3. Count it. Oh, my, in the scramble. The Huskers find 3. Front end no good, but Nebraska stays with it, gets it out to Hoiberg.
Smart play by Hoiberg. You don't need points. Work the clock.
Tominaga, that'll be a goaltend.
Yep.
Ware with the swat. Tominaga with 28.
And it probably wasn't going in, but they had to call it.
Good challenge. Renew trickles it out to Cups. Here's Renew to work again. Galloway, open 3. Bounces home. Coming up on 4 to play in this one. 19-point Nebraska lead. Galloway. Extra pass in the corner to Mbako for 3. Good ball movement by the Hoosiers.
And a good extra pass by Renew. He knocked down a couple of threes, but you understand the ball got to him at his hips. That would have made it a little bit more difficult to get into the shooting position. He made the nice extra pass to Mbako in the corner.
You're Nebraska, you don't want to exhale just yet.
No.
Alec backs it out. Lawrence will try the deep 3, and he'll hit. What a big bucket for Nebraska.
And how about
double tonight for Khalil Ware, 20 points, 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he's had to carry a lot more of the load than he's used to because Renew got into that early foul trouble.
Renew with a nice running hook. 14 now for Malik Renew, but maybe too little too late as we go under 2 to play. Ware with his 5th double-double of the year, 9th in his career, and a foul with 11 on the shot clock by Ware.
Now, he's not identical to Derek Walker, but they try to do some hands that if I'm throwing a bounce pass, I need to lead the guy. I don't need it behind. A nice addition to this program. Not just what he brings tangibly.
Oh, my.
But, Kel, we were talking about it earlier today. Coming from Bradley, he came from a program that had success. You know, they won the regular season Valley.
One thing that's been a dangerous thing over the years for Nebraska, the direction that this program is going with Fred Hoiberg right now.
And it's what to do. Now, defensively, you are stout. So you have a chance. You don't have to have your best offensive game to come in and feel like, hey, we've got a chance to win this game, be it on home or on the road.
Oh, Jamarcus Lawrence with the explosion to the rim. He's got 12. Here's Hoiberg. Pivots, jumper no, rebound Cups. And Indiana with a season-high 19 turnovers as Gunn hits the 3 in the corner with 9 seconds to go. Hoosiers are going to lose their first game in conference play, and a resounding victory for the Nebraska Cornhuskers tonight. 86-70. Nebraska beats Indiana for the first time since the 2017-2018 season.